Hello, students of 10th class. This is Shruti. Today I'll discuss with you your chapter first of history. Your chapter is the rise of nationalism in Europe. This is part 3 video. You have to watch this video very carefully. Let's start. Your new topic is the making of Germany and Italy. Your topic is Germany, can the army be the architect of a nation? Alright. Nationalism in Europe moved away after 1848 and Germany and Italy came to be unified as a nation state. Alright. Here you will find Prussia took over the leadership of the movement for the national unification. The architect of this process was its chief minister. Otto I Bismarck carried out with the help of the Prussian army and bureaucracy. Alright. In 18 January 1871, the Prussian killing William I was claimed German Imperial. An assembly was held to proclaim the new German Imperial. The process of nation building demonstrated the dominance of Prussian state power. Alright. Now the currency, banking, legal and judiciary system in Germany were modernized. Now Italy was divided into 7 states. Alright. In the middle of the 19th century and among all 7 states, Sardinia predominant was ruled by an Italian princely house. All regions were dominated by the different kings. In the 1830s, Giuseppe Mazzini formed a secret society called Young Italy. Alright. The movement was led by Cavour, Sardinia Piedmont. Alright. In 1859, Sardinia Piedmont defeated Austrian force. In 1860, they marched into South Italy. In 1861, Victor Emmanuel II was claimed King of United Italy. Alright, in 1861. Now the topic is the strange case of Britain. Great Britain was the model of the nation, and prior to the 18th century, there was no British nation. The nation became powerful as it steadily grew in wealth, importance and power. Alright. Now you will find one more thing here which is important, the Act of Union of 1707. Alright. This act between England and Scotland resulted in the formation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. Meant in effect that England was able to impose an influence on Scotland now. In 1801, this state was forcibly incorporated in the United Kingdom. Alright. Now the symbol of New Britain, British flag, Union Jack, the national anthem, God Save Our Noble King. Now the new topic is visualizing the nation. In the 18th and 19th centuries, artists represented a country as a person and nation as female figures. During the French Revolution, female figures portray ideas such as liberty, justice and republic. Liberty is represented as red cap and or the broken chain. Justice, a blindfolded woman carrying a pair of wing scale. Alright. Also you can see in this picture Germania. Alright. Now the last topic is nationalism and imperialism. Nationalism actually no longer retained after the last quarter of the 19th century. After 1871, the most ancient area was called the Balkan region, comprising modern day Romania, Bulgaria, Albania, Greece, Macedonia, Croatia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Slovenia, Serbia, Montenegro, whose inhabitants were broadly known as the Slavs. Alright? Ottoman Empire made the Balkan region explosive, and all through the 18th century they strengthened themselves through modernizations and internal reforms. Due to various conflicts, the Balkan becomes an area of intense conflict. Alright? During this period, intense rivalry built among the European powers over trade, the colonies, as well as naval and military might, which led to a series of wars in the region and finally First World War. You can see. In 1914, Europe was deserted because of nationalism aligned with imperialism. Anti-imperialism movement were developed, but they all struggled to form independent nation states. But the idea of nation state was accepted as natural and universal. Alright? Now your chapter has done. Now you have to try to solve your exercises questions. Alright? Okay then. Stay home, stay safe, take care.